Chloe sat beside him, her expression conflicted. Ryan. I need to be honest. Part of me thinks you should go. Ryan jerked back, staring at her. You want me to humiliate myself? In public. No, she said quickly. Not humiliation. Empowerment. The way you looked that night, the confidence, the energy, I've never seen you like that. Maybe this isn't just someone forcing you. Maybe it's an opportunity. Ryan's voice cracked. So you like Riley better than me? Chloe's silence was louder than words. The next morning, Ryan drove to work, trying to shove everything out of his mind. But as he stopped at a red light downtown, his blood froze. There it was. A massive digital billboard glowing above the street. Retro night at Club Vibe featuring Riley. His face, Riley's face, smiled down at the entire city. Ryan's hands slipped on the steering wheel. Whoever was behind this wasn't hiding Riley anymore. They were broadcasting her. That evening, Chloe came home holding something behind her back. What is it? Ryan asked wearily. She revealed a glossy box. Inside, folded neatly, was the exact same mini dress and white go-go boots from the makeover. Maya sent it, Chloe whispered. With a note. Ryan's hands shook as he unfolded the card. It read, "Don't fight it. Tomorrow night, Riley walks in on her own, or you walk her in. Your choice." Ryan dropped the card, his stomach twisting. Because the truth hit him harder than ever before. Riley wasn't just knocking at the door anymore. She was inside. And tomorrow, the world would meet her, whether Ryan wanted it or not. The clock ticked louder than Ryan's heartbeat as evening fell. The unopened box with the dress and boots sat on the dresser like a dare, daring him to choose. Chloe lingered at the doorway, arms crossed, worry written on her face. It's tonight. Ryan's jaw clenched. I'm not going. Then what if someone else makes Riley show up? Chloe countered. Billboards, posters, hacked accounts, whoever this is, they have reached Ryan. You can't stop them. Ryan snapped. So what? I just walk out there in a dress and let the world laugh at me. Chloe's voice dropped. What if they don't laugh? The silence between them was suffocating. At 7:32 p.m., Ryan's phone buzzed. An unknown number again. He swallowed hard before answering. A distorted voice crackled through the line. Curtains rise at 9. If Riley isn't on stage, the world sees everything. Every file. Every video. Every secret. Ryan's chest tightened. What do you want from me? The voice chuckled low. Not me. Her. The line went dead. By 8:45, Ryan was sitting on the edge of the bed, staring at the box. His palms were slick with sweat. Chloe knelt in front of him, holding his hands. You don't have to do this. Yes, I do, he whispered. If I don't, they'll do it for me. And it'll be worse. He opened the box. The dress shimmered under the light, the boots gleaming like polished ivory. Hands trembling, he began to change. When he stood before the mirror, Riley stared back. Not the rushed bathroom experiment. Not the studio's polished photos. But something in between, an identity pieced together by fear, defiance, and something Ryan wouldn't name aloud. Curiosity. Chloe's eyes glistened. You look. Don't say it, Ryan muttered. But he knew what she was about to say. 9:02, the stage lights of Club Vibe burned bright. The crowd roared for the retro night event. Backstage, Ryan's knees shook as Chloe squeezed his hand. But before he could step out, a voice behind them purred. Perfect timing, darling. Ryan spun and froze. Maya. Clad in black, headset around her neck, clipboard in hand. She smiled like a director watching her star arrive. You didn't think Riley would debut without me, did you? Ryan's blood turned to ice. Maya hadn't just styled him. She'd orchestrated everything. Ryan's throat went dry. You're behind this? Maya's smirk widened. Of course I am. Who else could shape Riley so perfectly? You were a diamond, Ryan. I just had to cut you into form. Chloe stepped in front of him, her voice sharp. You manipulated him. You stalked us. Do you have any idea what you've done? Maya's eyes glittered. Oh, I know exactly. I've done what you couldn't, shown Ryan what he was meant to be. Riley isn't just a costume. She's the truth hiding under your denial. Ryan shook his head violently. No, I'm not her. I didn't choose this. Maya's grin turned colder. Didn't you? You signed the waiver. You posed. You walked the runway. You looked in the mirror and smiled. Riley isn't my creation, she's yours. Before Ryan could respond, two assistants appeared, blocking the exit. Dressed in all black, they looked more like stage crew than stylists, but the intent was clear. He wasn't leaving. Maya leaned close, her perfume sharp and intoxicating. Out there is a crowd waiting for Riley. The posters, the account, the anticipation, it all leads to this moment. You step out, you shine, you live. Or, she tapped her clipboard. I release everything. Every photo, every clip, every email. Ryan's stomach twisted. She had him cornered. Chloe whispered, gripping his hand. We can fight this. We can walk away. But Maya's voice cut through the moment like a blade. Can you? Walk away when Riley's already out there, adored, demanded? When the world is ready for her? Ryan's chest heaved. He looked at Chloe, then at his reflection in a backstage mirror. Riley stared back, lashes long, lips glossy, legs striking under the mini dress. The line between Ryan and Riley blurred until he didn't know which face belonged to him any more. The announcer's voice boomed over the speakers. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Riley. The crowd erupted in cheers. Maya's hand pressed firmly against his back. Time to choose, darling. Step onto that stage, or let Riley walk out of your life forever without you. Ryan's knees buckled. But then, against his will, against his fear, his boots carried him forward. As the curtain rose and the lights blinded him, the roar of the crowd swallowed Ryan whole. And when he lifted his chin, hand on hip, the name that thundered back wasn't his. It was Riley. The lights seared Ryan's eyes, and for a moment, he froze on the stage, paralyzed. The crowd's roar pressed down on him, threatening to crush him. Smile, darling, Maya's voice hissed from the wings. And somehow he did. His lips curled into a painted grin, his lashes fluttered, and he took a step forward. The cheers doubled. Chloe, standing at the side of the stage, gasped. She had never seen Ryan like this, posture tall, movements fluid, a confidence radiating that wasn't his. It wasn't Ryan at all. It was Riley. The music hit, bouncy 60s beats pumping through the speakers. Riley, because that's who she was now, found herself swaying to it. A twirl of the dress. A flash of the boots. Each motion that had felt like humiliation in rehearsal now felt electric. The crowd screamed for more. Phones lit up like fireflies. Ryan should have felt shame, terror. But all he felt was, alive. From the shadows, Maya smirked. Her plan was working. Every clap, every camera flash bound Riley tighter to the stage, making escape impossible. But then something happened Maya hadn't planned. The audience didn't just cheer. They chanted, Riley, Riley, Riley. And for the first time, Ryan didn't hear it as mockery. He heard it as validation. As belonging. Maya wanted control, but Riley wasn't just Maya's creation anymore. Halfway through the routine, Riley glanced at Chloe. Their eyes met, and Chloe mouthed something that cut deeper than the music. It's you. The words hit like a lightning bolt. For the first time, Ryan wasn't fighting Riley. He wasn't running. He was becoming. Riley threw her head back, struck a pose with hand on hip, and let the cheers wash over her. The spotlight didn't feel like a prison anymore. It felt like a crown. Backstage, Maya's triumphant smirk faltered. Because Riley's performance wasn't nervous or awkward as she'd planned, it was powerful. Commanding. The audience wasn't seeing a puppet. They were seeing a star. And in that moment, Maya realized she had lost control. The music ended with a sharp cymbal crash, and Riley froze in her final pose, chin high, lashes fluttering, one boot pointed forward. The audience erupted. Cheers, whistles, camera flashes. For them, she wasn't a nervous man in a costume. She was Riley, 60s diva, star of the night. Ryan's mind screamed to run, to hide, but Riley's body bowed. The crowd roared louder. Backstage, Maya clapped like a queen at court. Perfect. Exactly as I imagined. My little creation, dazzling the world. Her words sliced through the haze, yanking Ryan back from Riley's glow. He staggered off stage, breathless. "I'm not your creation," he snapped, his voice trembling. Maya arched a brow. "Aren't you? Without me, there would be no Riley. I shaped you, painted you, gave you the stage. Don't mistake applause for independence." Chloe stepped between them, her eyes blazing. "You don't own him, or her. You pushed him into this. You blackmailed him." Maya's smirk didn't falter. "And yet, look at her. Thriving. The audience doesn't chant Ryan. They chant Riley." He resisted, but Riley flourished. "Which one do you think they'll remember?" Chloe turned to Ryan, gripping his hands. "Don't let her decide for you. Riley doesn't belong to Maya. If Riley exists, it's because you allowed her."